My younger sister and I have a lot in common. We are both long-winded and gesture dramatically when we speak. We're patient listeners and inveterate advice givers. We tilt toward skepticism, and cling stubbornly to our beliefs. And that has brought us to a rare impasse on the issue of COVID-19 vaccines. I have been celebrating since February, when I got my first shot of the Moderna vaccine at a San Fernando Valley park. My sister Anita in Cleveland has spent the months since then worrying about me. Ever since COVID-19 vaccines became a reality, she's been poring over articles and social media posts about hypothetical harms that most scientists debunk. That left her determined to shun the vaccine, and afraid for me to get my next shot. I love my sister the way she is. She emailed me 3 months ago. And I shudder to think of you having some long-term reaction to this vaccine that could have been avoided. While you are well, I say stay well. She followed up with research on natural immune boosters, such as vitamin D. I added that to my health regimen, but refused to even consider skipping my final dose of the vaccine. I appreciate the sentiment and respect your skepticism, I wrote back. But living here in Los Angeles, I'm more likely to die of COVID than to wind up with some weird vaccine reaction. At that point, I hadn't done the math to know if that was actually true. But my fear of needing a ventilator to breathe was stronger than whatever apprehension I felt about the vaccines. For my sister, that ratio was reversed. She worried that the new COVID vaccines might turn out, in the long run, to be as dangerous as the disease. Our email exchange launched a back and forth that lasted for months. It was fractious and frustrating at times, because we are tethered to separate echo chambers that amplify our individual views. But our dialogue also led to heartfelt discussions that have confirmed our sisterly bond, and educated me about the battle that health experts face, as they try to crack the code that will get shots into the arms of vaccine-hesitant folks. I've tried, and failed, to convince my sister with stories of lives lost to COVID-19 and the debilitating symptoms that persist for many who've weathered the disease. She's responded with examples that influence her thinking, including a post featuring a young black doctor who says that people of African descent naturally have stronger immune systems, and suggests the novel vaccines might disrupt that. It didn't help my pro-vaccination campaign when the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was temporarily pulled from the market in April after rare and dangerous blood clots were documented in a handful of people among the millions who'd received the vaccines. My sister and I drew different conclusions from the same set of facts.